Good afternoon or evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jelly Bean, and I live in this 2008 Kia Sorento that I built out to be my home. And I didn't film much today because today I officially moved from south to north. This place has been so much nicer with all the shrubbery around. Very little breeze. When I was moving my tent setup today from south to north, got down there, the wind's blowing. I mean, it was blowing like 8-9 miles an hour. There's a gentleman over there that's got a flag. Flag was whispering. So I don't really think I needed so much of this now, but I still like the privacy. It blocks off an area, gives me a more private area to be in. But yeah, we moved everything over, and then what I did, let me show you. You can see those marks around the tire, there and there, and rocks. So now when I pull in, as long as I'm in those squares against that rock, and there's one on the other side, the passenger side rear wheel, as well. So if I hit them, I know I've gone enough. I look out the door, I'm in the squares, I'm perfectly set up so that, let me show you this. My window, or rear hatch, can be open, and if the wind blows, it's not going to hit anything. I added these little fairy lights today just to give a little more light. I hung up my shower thing. This thing here still leaks so bad. I have to go in and get some kind of gaskets for that, something to fix that, because the thing's horrible. Not really probably going to use it much as a shower, more just washing my hands and things like that. That way I don't have to dump the little bucket in the sink. Use the sink for nighttime when I'm inside. But yeah, tonight we are gonna do steak. I think I showed you this in the last video, but I bought the little grill set up there, and that thing like 20 bucks. To buy a barbecue, the cheapest one is like 65 bucks. Then you got to buy charcoal, lighter fluid. I'm going to do steak maybe once a week. Why spend all that extra money? I like to have a fire, right? So I can have my fire. Oh, there it is. Right there. Cook my steak, eat my dinner, enjoy the fire, and hey, it's a great little time. But yeah, this setup is so much nicer, and I'm going to show you that. You see here, it looks all pebbly. I'm on a dead end. The only person coming down here is me. I mean, all the way to the end. I met some people. They were over here the first 2 nights I stayed here. They had to leave to go see friends and family. But then, I've got quite a bit of room to the next camper. I'm sure it's going to fill up more. But right now, nobody's going to come down. Where I was in south, every 5 minutes, somebody's driving past, dust coming up, and it was just horrible. And then I felt like I was in a fishbowl. Ron was a really nice guy, but I was right outside his camper. And I just felt, then the people on that side of me, they're hanging out, always kind of looking over, and it just felt like a fishbowl. So yeah, today, like I said, I didn't film moving. Had to buy some more steaks and whatnot. I had borrowed a few from Ron. So what I did is I just bought more of these 8-inch nails. Then bought some little washers so it wouldn't hurt the tarp as bad. because as you can see over here, yeah, just a nail will rip out the tarp pretty easy. And got rid of some of the guidelines. I didn't need them all, so now I just have 3 really robust on the 3 bad points: north, northwest, and west. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we're all set up. And like I said, there's so much greenery around me. I feel so much nicer. Nobody's driving by every 5 minutes to go to the dump or do whatever else they're doing. Sorry, I'm looking down. I don't want to fall over one of those rocks. And the same thing here. There aren't as many. They're all just little tiny rocks. I mean, you can find a lot of big ones, but the other campsite I was at, in the sand, were all those fist-sized rocks. And one time you touch it, it won't move. The next time, boom. And then, remember, it's almost gone. Like I said, it was just a little scratch. Nothing bad. It was a little puffy the next morning, but nothing bad. But could have been worse, You could fall like that and hit yourself on another one. Don't want to do that. Yeah. So that's the new place. And I have an exciting thing coming up. I keep making window screens covers. And they're getting better, but they're not what I wanted. So I found a company called heatshield.com, I believe. And I'm not being paid by them or anything like that, so trust me. But to do all the windows except the moonroof, I think it was $220 or $50, can't remember, something like that. But they're closed cell foam, and then a reflective gold film on one side. Excuse me. I know why I always do that when I'm talking to you guys lately. Then the other side is a blackout. So you can go either way. Same thing I did on these, but they're professionally done. The one thing that's going to happen when they come in is the front windshield, it's obviously got like a little U for the rear view mirror. I'm going to have to figure out something there to black it out if I ever want to go stealth in a city, whatnot. But yeah. All right, guys. Upgrades to the Sorrento moving area. We need to get we need a name for the Sorrento. If anybody wants to comment and give me a name for this thing setup I have, hey, throw your comments in there. Tell me what you think. Gotta find something for it. I hate calling it the Sorrento, But yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna get ready to cook my steak as soon as the sun goes down, which is like in 10 minutes. I think we're pretty close right now. I think it's yeah, it's already below the mountains. As you can see, that dome glow. But we're gonna get my steak ready, get the fire started. I also bought a ear of corn that I'm gonna cook on the fire as well. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna get my steak ready and the corn ready and the fire ready, and then cook dinner. And hey, but yeah, I'm excited for the window screen covers, or I don't want to call them window screen covers, window blackout coverings, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. I'm sorry if my glasses drive you guys nuts. But yep. And I think I mentioned this before. Every time I fill up my 6-gallon water jug, whether it's, I have to be able to look at myself so I can see what you guys can see. Every time I fill any portion of it, I add a little bit of bleach. I spent a lot of years in water treatment. I know the water's fine, but you never know if something can get in there. So there's websites you can go to that'll tell you exactly how much 5%, 6%, whatever bleach you have. Don't get anything with like scented or just straight like Clorox is all you want. And it tells you how many drops, teaspoons, liters, gallon, depending on how big your water system is, to take it to what parts per million you want. I prefer like 1 part per million to 1.5. A lot of people hate the thought of bleach, chlorine, and people think bleach, that's crazy. It's the same thing water municipalities put in. Some use same thing. It's not Clorox, but it's liquid bleach. Others use liquefied chlorine. Then you turn it to a gas and put it in, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I always put a little chlorine in my water. But all right, guys, I'm going to get this steak going and, get it ready, get the fire started, and then, yeah, we're going to cook dinner. And maybe tomorrow, I'll find a place to go hiking. All right, guys, I got to get my stuff ready. All right, guys. So, getting ready to cook. Sorry about this light here. My other LED light that's USB rechargeable is dead. Every time it comes on, it seems like it's dead. Walmart, right? But all right, so I said steak. I actually have tri-tip. So I've got a bunch of that. And I put foil down on the plate so that I can just throw that in my waste bag and not have to worry about it. I also forgot to mention I bought a baby bok choy. I love baby bok choy. It's one of the few vegetables that I really like. Now, normally when I do a steak or anything, I just use salt and pepper. But I've started getting this Weber Chicago steak seasoning. Got all kinds of garlic and different, things in it. I know you steak purists out there will say, I'm wrong, because I used to be one of them. It's salt and pepper, that's it. That's all you need. But I really like this stuff. So I've got 3 good-sized medallions and 2 little ones. And then I put the rest in the freezer for another day. So get that seasoned up. I soaked the corn in the husk in water for a couple hours. Then I wrapped it up in aluminum foil. So, all right, the fire is going. The fairy lights are on. I'll show you that here in a second. But yeah, we're getting ready to cook steak. We have a nice little dinner. And then after dinner, we'll hang out by the fire. So, all right, let's go get the steak on the grill. Well, probably going to have to move some coals and blah, blah, is what it is. Excuse me, why every time I talk to you guys? All right, let's go get everything ready. All right, guys, I got the steak cooking. The corn is just about done. And the bok choy will only take literally like 2 or 3 minutes. Yep. Steak dinner, Quartzsite, Arizona. I don't know why I bought those fairy lights. And now my other one's working, but all right, I'm going to flip these a couple times and get ready to eat dinner. All right, everybody. I got steak on the grill. Corn's basically done. Bok choy, just going to be a few more seconds. And the steak, probably like 2 more minutes. Yeah. Steak dinner. Quartzsite, Arizona. Well, guys, I screwed up. I was being so careful with my corn. I took it out of the husk and the foil. I just wanted to blacken it up just a little more. As I went to get it with these stupid tongs, fell into fire. But alright guys, hey, I'm going to eat my steak dinner. Enjoy the fire afterwards. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of the video or not. We'll see. Right now, I'm going to eat. Alright everybody. Hey, thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and everything else. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Just put it out for, you know, like Friday or something. Had a great dinner, relaxing by the fire, getting ready to go to bed. But love y'all, and we're gonna go do something fun the next few days. We're gonna find somewhere to hike or something to do, because just sitting around here at Quartzsite kind of gets boring. You know what I mean? So, all right, you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. We'll see you next time on Jelly Bean Outdoors. Thanks for being here. Good night.